Hi, yeah, I have a minute or two, so come take a walk with me. I'm glad you asked because writing good learning objectives are really important. We need to make sure that they're tightly aligned with our state standards. When we're writing the learning objective for a lesson, everything is going to need to be related back to that objective. And this ensures that we're not just coming up with like cute, fun activities for our students, but that we actually have a focus and a goal and an end in mind. And later we can sit down and I can show you an online tool that I was made familiar with when I was going to college. It's called the Objectives Building Tool, and it'll help you get the hang of it. So when I write objectives, I use Bloom's taxonomy. Keep that in mind, and it's a classification system. It ensures that I'm not only teaching at the lower levels, like remembering or understanding, but also helping students use knowledge and application. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So a helpful way for me to remember how to write a good learning objective is to remember the ABCs. And it doesn't matter what order you use them in, you just have to hit A, B, C, and D. So A is going to be our audience or our students. B is going to be behavior, what they're doing. C is condition, like what materials they have, what time frame they have. And D is going to be degree, and that's how the objective can be mastered or measured. So we're not going to just write it like the student will understand, because you can't really measure understand. So when I mentioned Bloom's taxonomy, there are 6 major categories of learning. Some are considered lower, some are considered higher. And I have a really great chart that I can share with you, and it lists all the appropriate action verbs that you can use to hit those different categories for when you're writing your learning objective. So I know that this week we're both getting ready to do our science lesson, sink or float. So the objective that I wrote was students, who are the audience, will demonstrate, which is the verb, to the teacher as she observes, which is how it is going to be measured, that heavier objects are more likely to sink and that lighter objects are more likely to float using objects of various weights, a basin of water, and a balance scale. And you know that we already have all those materials in our learning science kit. So we also have to make sure that we are aligning with state standards, which I have in this book here. And I will share the indicator for Strand 1, Concept 2. For science, it is makes predictions and researches hypotheses through active investigation. And that is about all the time we have right now. I'll talk to you more later.